Okay, awesome. So welcome to Flamingo Mingle, guys. I'm going to try to keep this short, sweet, and to the point, but I do have 4 pages of notes. If you guys have not been through my Scentsy Club training before, this is probably one of the most in-depth trainings that I have. And it's because Scentsy Club, I feel, is like honestly one of the ways of the future. Like Scentsy Club is an important aspect for your business that automates a lot of that PRV and takes a lot of the guesswork out of your PRV for you. So we originally were not going to train on Scentsy Club tonight, but Carly had signed up for training and I hadn't heard anything from her. And so I just assumed she was working tonight. So I was like, oh, we're going to pivot. And then she was like, oh, I already had notes. So next week, Carly is going to train on going the extra mile for your customers and taking care of them with excellent customer service. So tonight, Scentsy Club. So first things first, what is Scentsy Club? Scentsy Club is essentially your fragrance when you want it. It's consumable products delivered on a schedule that works for your needs. So you can set it up on a schedule that works for you. You can add any consumable, non-LTO, and currently in stock product. So you can add anything that you use up. You can add anything that's not LTO, so a limited time offering, and you can add anything that is currently in stock. So you can't add a discontinued bar once it's discontinued. You can only add them while they're still available and in stock. Are there any exceptions? Yes, wax bars are eligible to be added to Scentsy Club, even if they are an LTO, for up to as long as they are in stock or if it has been less than 30 days since their launch. So you can add wax bars to your Scentsy Club, even if they're a limited time offering, for up to 30 days past their launch date. So that's a really big perk, especially if, like, say, God forbid, we go back to end up selling out of a bunch of stuff all the time, like we were 2020. You have the opportunity to add bars to your Scentsy Club. Lord, add bars to your Scentsy Club membership. Hey, what did I say about being down here? You gotta be quiet, right? Okay. So you have the opportunity to add bars to your Scentsy Club membership because there are perks, always get my bar, that will allow you to always get those bars even if they discontinue that fragrance. So how often does it ship? So I know I said that it's your fragrance on a schedule when you need it, but what are the options as far as shipping times? You can have it shipped every month, every other month, or every 3 months, so quarterly. So it's monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. And do you need to sign up for a specific amount of time? And these are just kind of like the what is Scentsy Club FAQs. Do you need to sign up for a specific amount of time? Is there a commitment? No. You can cancel for free at any time. You don't have to sign up for a certain amount of time. You can skip whenever you want, with the exception of discontinued bars. If you have discontinued bars in your Scentsy Club program or in your Scentsy Club subscription, you can only skip once every 12-month period. And that's because those bars are poured in such a small quantity that we have to either order fragrance oils or make sure we have fragrance oils on hand to pour those bars, because they're all hand poured, or they're all poured by machine in Idaho. So we have to make sure that we have all those fragrance oils on hand to be able to pour them. So the reason they don't want you skipping more than once every 12-month period is because they don't want those fragrance oils to go to waste. Y'all, this is what it's like having a 2.5-year-old. Like, I can't. She's just jumping on her nugget at 8:39 at night. Okay, so what are the benefits for you? What are the most important things that you're going to get out of having Scentsy Club memberships? It's reoccurring PRV. Y'all, it's PRV you don't have to work for. It's PRV that really, once they set it up, it's set it and forget it type of thing. Set it and forget it. You have the ability, once you sign people up for Scentsy Club, to start focusing on new growth. So you can focus on finding new customers to extend your network without having to constantly focus on the same people ordering the same products over and over again. So it's not just your people who want fragrance wax bars who are that are discontinuing. Think about your people who are consistently ordering counter clean, your laundry people, the people who are consistently ordering the same scents over and over and over and over and over again because they can't live without Luna, or they can't live without blueberry cheesecake, or they can't live without so on and so forth. But it also gives you an additional way to reach out and spoil your customers. So you have the opportunity with Scentsy Club to kind of have an extra leg to offer excellent customer service, making sure their club memberships run on time, making sure that they've taken advantage of all of the perks of their club membership, making sure that they know how to find their rewards and referral link, so on and so forth. So let's talk about those perks and what the perks are for your customer. So perks for your customer. Any Scentsy Club order that is $30 or more in retail value of a product gets a 10% discount. So what's $30 off the top of your head that you can think of? That's one product, consumable product, that's $30 that automatically would get you that 10% off. And I think Abby's putting it in the chat, or somebody's putting it in the chat. Oh, nope, Abby's just doing things. And I know somebody knows the answer. So I'm going to wait. Or you can unmute if it's easier. Whiff box, Abby, Golden, whiff box. If your customers are whiff box people, stop it. Or you're going to go to bed, play a game. If your customers are whiff box people, it automatically qualifies for that 10% off discount. So the whiff box, which is already over the value of $30, like what's this month's $57 worth of product, they're already getting a discount on it. So it's already dropping that cost to $27, 10% off. Any order $60 or higher, get that 10% off. So they've already reached that $30 threshold. They get that 10% off. When they hit that $60 threshold, they get that 10% off plus an additional half price item. So they can choose any consumable product to add to their subscription to get half price. So it's the only time you can get a whiff box half price. Scentsy Club is the only place you can get a whiff box discounted or half price. It is literally game changing for your whiff box customers. If you ever have a whiff box just placed on like a local order or a bulk order or any type of order, those are your Scentsy Club people. Those are the people you're going to be like, you like the whiff box? Okay, let's get one quarterly. Let's start with a quarterly. And then they'll move up to a bi-monthly and then maybe move up to a monthly, because we all know how Scentsy Club goes. Once you start it, it all grows. Once you get your foot in the door, then your whole body's just thrown in. It's just the way it is. So starting February 1st, we also included the new Scentsy Club referrals and rewards program. It allows your customers to kind of help you grow your network at the same time that they're getting rewarded. So it rewards them for helping refer other people to join Scentsy Club underneath of you. For every $1 that they spend in their club membership and their own personal club membership, they get 1 point. Okay. For every $1 of a friend's club membership who signed up underneath of them using their referral link, they get 2 points per dollar. So those points add up and they can be used for money off of club subscriptions, money off your PWS. They can use them, they can hold on to them. I think that they expire every 90 to 180 days. Don't quote me on that. I didn't write it down. But they don't expire fast enough for them to not have racked them up. And that's a brand new program, y'all. So it's still in the baby stages. It's still absolutely able to be tweaked and added to and things like that. But it's a program that could be so amazing for helping you grow your network organically just by sharing spoiling your Scentsy Club customers. So let's talk about how to maximize your reach with club. I think one of the biggest reasons people don't promote club as much as they should, or as much as I feel people should, because I think club is absolutely amazing, is number one, not super knowledgeable about club. A lot of people just don't know what the benefits are. There's a lot to remember with club. There's a lot of different working parts to club, and it can be really overwhelming. So I think step one, being on this training call, learning all the ins and outs of Scentsy Club is amazing, because you're going to walk away with the knowledge to be able to comfortably say, I know how Club works. I know exactly what you can add to Club. I know when it ships. I know when this, that, and the other. I know how the referral program works, so on and so forth. So let's talk about ways to maximize your reach with Club. LTO promotions are your limited time only promotions. Those fragrances are available to add to Club for up to 30 days post launch. So if it launches on January 1, it's able to be added until January 30th. Right? Yes, January 30th. Math is hard in my head. So you have 30 days past the date that it launches. So it would technically be the 31st. Yeah, 30 days past the date that it launches to be able to add that club to Scentsy, add that bar to Scentsy Club. Guys, that's even if the bar sells out. Even if the bar sells out and you can't order it on your PWS, you can add it to Club for up to 30 days past launch. Use that to your advantage when it comes to your Club customers. Sample your LTOs. Encourage customers to add their favorites to a Club membership before that 30-day mark. One of the things I started doing in my VIP group that has worked really well in my favor is when we have new LTO launches that include wax bar fragrances, adding at the bottom of that, like my post where I talk about the different wax fragrances or the new collection launching or whatever. I put at the bottom, Scentsy Club customers, you can add this bar to your Scentsy Club until such and such day. So that my Scentsy Club customers who already have an existing club membership know that they have until such and such day to add that bar to their Scentsy Club without losing it. Amelia, what are you doing? You're in the bedroom. Okay, that's fine. Please don't get into anything you're not supposed to. Next one is Bring Back My Bar. We are currently in Bring Back My Bar month, starting now, June 1st, June 1. Y'all, I have literally been so out of it lately. Like depression hit and depression hit hard. And your girl has just been like treading water. So Bring Back My Bar. Yes, June 1. We will have Bring Back My Bars available for purchase. So this is where customers and consultants, not just consultants and not just customers and consultants vote back their favorites. So these are already bars that we know people love these things. So it's up to you to make sure that you market them. And it's okay if you haven't smelled them all before. I promise you, if you do a search on YouTube for Scentsy Bring Back My Bar 2022, there is probably a consultant out there who has bought the kit, who smelled all 25 of the fragrances and can give you a really good description about what they smell like. And then you'll be knowledgeable enough to share it with your customers. You can also run a report on your workstation to see who voted for what fragrances, and you can also run a report to see if anybody has purchased any of these bars before. Then the other option is to sample the Bring Back My Bar fragrances with intention. So if your leader is doing Bring Back My Bar sample kits, that's always a really good way to get at least a cube of each fragrance to be able to sample. Y'all, one cube will make you probably 8 to 10 felt samples of each scent. That's quite a bit. That's 8 to 10 customers. You could get those fragrances in their hand. Another good time to maximize your reach with Club, catalog transition. So we're a little far off of catalog transition. We will start to see, like towards the end of next month, when everybody's going to SFR, a lot of the people who are going to SFR will probably have catalogs on hand. When we get to SFR, we'll be able to buy them. I'm 99.9% sure. So you'll more than likely start to see some people sharing some of the things from the fall catalog. But one of the best things about transition season is we always get a list of all the fragrances and all the products that are discontinuing out of the spring summer catalog and are not coming back in the fall and winter, or the fall and winter catalog that are not coming back in the spring and summer. So my big thing with transition season is if a customer loves a fragrance, like let's say Bonfire Beach. When does fall catalog start? August 1. Bonfire Beach is one of my absolute favorites. Can't live without fragrances. I cycle my Scentsy Club bars so that I'm getting spring and summer bars in my club, during the fall and winter time and getting my fall and winter bars in my club in the spring and summer. So essentially what I do is any fragrance I would be really disappointed that doesn't come back in the next spring, I go ahead and add to my club. Lavender Cotton, Bonfire Beach. Those are probably the two off the top of my head that I would not be able to live without. So I add them to my club. If they come back next spring, I take them out because I can order them anytime. But then I do the same thing fall transition time. Any fragrance, I would be highly disappointed if it didn't come back the next year for fall. I add to my club, and if it comes back, I take it out. If not, it's in my club forever until I take it out. Easy peasy. Another way to maximize your reach with club is to start your own club. Raise your hand if you have your own club. Yeah. Okay. So one of the best ways to maximize club is to have your own. 2 reasons. 1, you know how the interface works. You know exactly how everything works, how to get to everything, how to change your billing information, how to add things to your club shipment, how to remove things to your club shipment. You know exactly how the interface works. 2, it gives you something to market every time your club membership runs. So every time you get your club, you can market that to your customers by maybe sharing on Instagram or sharing on Facebook or sharing a picture in your VIP group. Okay. So you have the ability to market using products that may not be available. So these products might create a FOMO or fear of missing out within your customers who are going to be like, oh, how does she get shimmer every month? I want shimmer every month. And I'm going to be like, hey, Scentsy Club. And then what happens, catalog transition season, I'm like, hey, I know you love Summer Moonlight. You could add it to Scentsy Club and get it forever. Just sharing. And then, like I said earlier, your whiff boxers. So Scentsy Club's the only place you can get a discounted whiff box. With a $30 order, you get it 10% off. And with a $60 order, you can get it as your half price item. So if you know people who like whiff boxes or people who like a mystery, Scentsy Club's the way to go. So focusing on Scentsy Club can take the guesswork out of your business. It takes the guesswork out of where your baseline PRV is coming from. Because if you have Scentsy Club memberships, you're okay. I'm glad. I just fall down right here. So I'm gonna go back upstairs and go get the orange. Okay. Guys, she's okay. She just fell down right there. She's gonna go upstairs and go get her orange. Okay. So focusing on Scentsy Club can help take the guesswork out of where your baseline PRV is coming from each month. It can provide peace of mind for helping you reach your goals and for where you need your check to be. So if you know that you need a specific check, you can focus on that reoccurring PRV, and it takes a little bit of the guesswork out of it because you can look and say, okay, well, I have 2 Scentsy Club memberships at $100 each running this month. So that's 200 PRV. I already know it's got coming in, and you can kind of deduct that from your goal. So you can say, if your goal is 2,000 a month, you can say, I already have 200 coming in Scentsy Club. So I only really need to make up for 1,800. So what am I going to do this month? What's on my plan to try this month and see if I can get that extra 1,800. So reasons to start your own club. If you don't already have a club, you get to learn the interface. You can educate yourself on what products can be added when. You have something to show your customers each time your club runs, and you don't lose your own favorite bars. So we all know that there are those people out there who wish that they had added certain fragrances to their club, myself included. Farmers Market, Rainforest Bungalow. Breaks my heart. My mom gets them every month or every time her club membership runs, and she won't share. Trifling. So here are your people who benefit from starting a club. Customers who order the same products over and over and over again. Your people who use our clean products, our pets products, our laundry products, our body products, anything that you know they're going to run out of. Keep in the back of your mind a trackable system of, you know, that if they're using clean products, they're probably going to need a refill every 2 months. So say, hey, use our counter clean. Instead of running out of it, why don't we set you up on an auto ship every 2 months? You can change it whenever you want. Amelia, Shh. Okay, you can play with your banana, but you gotta be quiet. Whiff box lovers, y'all, I'm gonna say it over and over and over and over and over again. If you have somebody who's new to Scentsy, if you have somebody who likes a mystery, if you have somebody who likes a discount, get them a whiff box. You can't go wrong. Whiff boxes are great, especially the next couple of months. We're probably going to see higher values on our whiff boxes, just because, as you guys know, every business is doing the same thing right now. Business is projected for higher volumes with 2020 and 2021. So we have a lot of inventory. We order our inventory 6 to 12 months out. We have a lot of inventory that was still projected from 2020 or 2021 coming in. So we have a surplus. So you might start to see in the whiff boxes some extra goodies thrown in to help boost the value of the whiff box, but not boost the cost. Okay. Scentsy is on top of it with making sure that we are not breaking people's pocketbooks during this crazy inflation time. So the other thing is your stockpilers, anyone who's afraid that their favorites won't come back. We all have it. We all have that one person who's like, oh my goodness, that fragrance isn't going to come back. It's discontinued. Oh, well, let me get 12 bars of it. No, honey, let me start you a Scentsy Club membership. 2 bars a month. You'll be good for the rest of your life. You good. You good. Cotton cleanup users. Y'all, if you're not using Scentsy tampons, what you doing with your life? Scentsy tampons are literally life in my house. And I have my customers hooked because yes, you can use cotton balls. Yes, it is essentially the same thing as packed cotton balls. But let me tell you how many cotton balls you have to use to change 2 floors worth of warmers. Okay. Let me tell you how many cotton cleanups I have to use. About 5 to change all the wax in my entire house. You want to know how many cotton balls I have to use? Probably half a damn bag. I haven't used cotton balls in forever. So the other person that is going to be your beneficial one for Scentsy Club is your shit I ran out of blank people. Your, oh no, I ran out of this. We're not ever going to run out again because we're going to set it up on auto shipment. Golden. So the other thing I wanted to do is I want you guys to set some Scentsy Club goals. This is going to kind of be a little bit of a homework, not really a homework. This is just a personal, like, think about it, write it down if you want to, make it an actual tangible goal if you really want to. So I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Number 1, how many current club subscribers do you have? Okay, and you don't have to answer on here. Just keep it in the back of your mind. Number 2, how many would you like to have by the end of 2022? So you have 1 club subscriber now, you want 5 by the end of 2022. And y'all set realistic goals. Don't say I have 1 now and I want 45 by the end of the year, because I have been promoting Scentsy Club since its launch and I only have 25. And that's for a lot of hard work and effort. And that's years of building. The other thing, the next question is in what ways are you planning on promoting Club? So what ways are you currently promoting Club and what ways do you plan on promoting Club? The next question is, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes for all of you guys, but do you currently have your own club membership? And if not, why? So if you don't already currently have your own club membership, why? If it's a money reason, understandable, absolutely. There are ways to make money in this business to help offset the cost to get club. You're also going to get commission back on it. So the way you could maybe think about it is a small investment, even if it's just a whiff box every quarter. And the last question is do you feel comfortable and knowledgeable enough to promote Club to your customers? Do you feel like you have all of the knowledge and power to be able to promote Club to your customers effectively and answer a question? And if not, I want you to stop and I want you to watch the replay when it goes on YouTube, because I promise you will not get any more detail on Scentsy Club than you will in these 4 pages of notes. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns about Club, or any specific questions that you have about Club that you want answered? Feel free to unmute or feel free to use the chat. I am going to stop the recording though.